on, everybody? Welcome back to today for another video. Today's video, I picked up Meagan Racing strut bar braces. I got a really good deal on them. Paid $100 for the front and the rear. So today's video, we're going to toss them on the Subaru. So I don't know if they're gonna make a difference. A lot of people say the back one makes a difference. The front doesn't make a huge difference, but the guy that I bought them from, he said that he definitely felt the difference with them. So let's put them on and we'll find out. The rear is going to be a little bit more difficult to put than the front because I have a subwoofer back there. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with my sub and everything, but it shouldn't be that bad. So let's get right into it. So pretty much what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to remove all these nuts for these struts on both sides. There's three of them. And then essentially this just bolts right to it. This is the front one right here. I already made sure that it lines up and everything because these came off a WRX, which was a wide body WRX. So they do fit because the car essentially is the same and it's just the fenders that are different. So everything will bolt right up. We do need to unloosen the jam nuts. This one right here we need to unloosen, and the other one because we do need to move the mounts around just to get them to sit right. But I'm going to start by taking these all three nuts off on both sides, and we'll put it up there and we'll line everything up. So I pulled all the nuts off the tops. They're 12 millimeters. They're not that tight. They won't be that tight. They're not supposed to be that tight. So I got all those off. I cracked them loose with my ratchet just to make sure everything felt fine. And then I took them off with my gun. So I'm about to unloosen the jam nuts on the front bar and we'll get it set up there and get it all fitted up nice. The last thing we do, we're gonna bolt it up first with the three nuts on both sides. And then we'll tighten down our jam nuts after it's in place and tight because you want it adjusted right. So I got it all in place, fitted up. You have to like angle it like this to go under the plastic trim, and then also you have to angle this to go underneath the plastic trim in the back. But don't worry about this fitting your NA car because it clearly clears the intake and everything. You got to think the WRX and STIs have an intercooler up there, which is a lot bigger than that airbox, so you shouldn't have no issues. So right now I'm about to currently bolt all the nuts back on, and then like I said, we'll tighten the jam nuts up last. I'll show you guys the finished product, and then we'll move to the back of the car, which I have a lot more work to do because I have a subwoofer, unfortunately. But if you don't have a sub, it should be pretty straightforward. It'll just kind of bolt right on. All right, guys, so the front's done. All three bolts are tight on both sides. Like I said, they're 12 millimeters. Don't go crazy tight with them. And I tighten the jam nuts after I tighten these down. This way the plate is positioned where it should be. These are tight. You don't have to go crazy with these either. Just, make them tight. That's it. And we're good to go up front. So now we're gonna move to the back. All right, guys, so I'm in the back of the car. I pulled the whole trunk apart. This is the floor that you actually see when it's down. I think what we're gonna be able to get away with is to actually bolt this up and then put the mat or carpet back on top of it, because Subaru puts all these plates, all this stuff back here, which you have to remove. And then you have two little plastic caps that go on the edges here and here and here and here. So I took all of that up. I'm gonna have to utilize my ground strap, which is gonna go back to this bare spot that I made. But I think the carpet is gonna sit right on top of it. So everything you're taking off back here is 12 millimeter nuts, bolts, just an assortment of stuff to get the metal shields off. And I believe the top of your strut is gonna be a 12 millimeter also. So I'm gonna zip these off really quick and we're gonna see how the strut bar fits up, and we'll go from there and figure out what we're gonna do with it. So the only complicated part of this whole install is this metal line right here. You want to be careful with this. It's part of the evap system. So I slightly bent it out of the way, and the guy before me actually notched this bracket out for that line. I don't believe it comes notched. That's something that he did himself. But once you do that, it will bolt right on. And the way it looks, it's so close to the spare, like it's pretty much touching the spare. So if you ever need to use your spare, you're going to want to make sure you have the Allen head and a 14 with you to take this bar up to access your spare. Once I do wheels on this car, I won't be able to use this spare anyways because it's completely different size than what I'm putting on the car. So it won't really matter. I'll probably just take it out, or maybe I'll just leave it there. But yeah, so you won't be able to access your spare like that. But I do believe that the carpet, this thing is going to go right back over top. So I'm not going to have to mess with my subwoofer or anything, which will make me extremely happy. I really hope that's the case. So I'm going to get everything tightened up. Again, you want to tighten the brackets first on the sides, and then you want to tighten your jam nuts last, or not jam nuts, but the bolts that lock the bar down. So the rear bar is all tight. The two nuts on the strut are 14. Then you have your Allen head, your 14 nut. Allen head 14 nut and 214s. You got to tighten the 214s first on both sides, and then you tighten the top bolts there on the bar itself. I am going to just lay this back down and we're going to see how it fits, and I will let you guys know what it looks like. Guys, so everything did work. You can't even tell that it has a strut strut bar brace, which I actually personally like. Your plastic covers go back and everything, so everything's 100% back how it was factory, minus these metal brackets and stuff. But this doesn't move at all. My cousin over here, he thought of putting blankets under here to get it from not teeter-tottering back and forth, so that worked. And we're good to go. Everything's good. So yeah, I'm gonna take it for a drive and let you guys know what I think, and we'll go from there. So I did take it for a drive. Definitely feels a lot tighter. Also over bumps, I noticed it's a little bit stiffer, probably just because there's no like flex from left to right really. So yeah, it definitely feels a lot tighter, definitely more responsive in the steering. Definitely happy. I paid $100 for both, so can't really complain with that. It took me about an hour to do both. The back took a little bit longer than the front just because you have to remove brackets and covers and everything like that, but still not that big a deal. Definitely worth the money, especially if you could find them used like I did, where you can get them both for like $100. Definitely worth it. But yeah, so I'm definitely happy with it. So I hope you guys liked today's video. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's just a quick video of Strut Tower bars.
Rest in peace, Sears.
Rest in peace, Sears. Hallelujah, whatever you guys want to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch you next week for another video. And yeah, so I will catch you guys later. Peace.